negotiations for a long-term deal between Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio says Dak has more negotiation leverage than, quote, any quarterback in league history. Florio said the leverage has grown ever since the Cowboys failed to extend Dak the moment he was eligible. Shannon, do you agree?
Well, Skip, it's hard to say that he's had more leverage than any quarterback in the history of the game, but he's in a very good spot, Skip. I mean, you look at, it's hard to say he's had more leverage than Peyton Manning, and we know what Peyton Manning represents. I don't believe he's had more leverage than Aaron Rodgers in his first contract negotiation, Skip, but he does have leverage by outperforming his contract, not signing an extension, and then playing so extremely well in the final year of that rookie contract. So, Skip, for me, the reason why I believe Dak still does have leverage, because he is not negotiating in public. The Cowboys are. The Cowboys are constantly leaking information about what they're offering and what they're willing to do for Dak Prescott, while Dak and Todd France has played their hand very close to the best. The Cowboys are the one that's trying to paint Dak as being selfish and greedy and not team-friendly because he won't give them a hometown discount. Why would you do that if he had no leverage? Now, I do believe some of his leverage got dissipated when they signed Andy Dalton. Skip, I still believe he has some leverage. It's not as strong as it was in the beginning pre-Andy Dalton. But of course he has leverage. The most leverage of any quarterback in the history of the game? No. Or since free agency came into effect in '93? No, I don't believe that. But I still believe Dak does have some leverage.
Okay. So what is starting to eat me alive, drive me out of my mind, make me constantly sicker and sicker at my stomach is this Mike Florio premise in this piece that, and I'm going to quote Mike Florio here, by not swooping in and making Prescott an offer he couldn't refuse the moment he became eligible for a new deal, a second contract, in early 2019, then I'm going to paraphrase the rest of it, that allowed Dak's leverage to grow and grow and grow until he has the most leverage, according to Mike Florio, of any quarterback in NFL history. Faulty premise to me, Shannon, because to your point, yes, I believe that Jerry and Stephen Jones have leaked the truth. I believe there is an offer on the table to Dak that would immediately make him the highest paid quarterback and player in the National Football League, beyond what Russell Wilson is making right here, right now. It's 36-ish million. It's 110-ish million guaranteed. And I believe that offer has been on the table for quite some time. And you're right. They, quote unquote, leaked that. But they didn't leak lies. They leaked the truth. We haven't heard a peep from the other side. We had Chris Sims saying that he was being told that they were asking for north of $45 million in a fifth year that they want. They adamantly yesterday denied that and knocked that down. So I'm left with, I don't know exactly what they have demanded from the start. But I'm here to tell you that knowing Jerry the way I know him, he did swoop in a year and a half ago, and he did make an offer that he thought Dak would not refuse. A very good offer that would have made Dak the highest paid quarterback and player at that point a year and a half ago. But I believe, and I'm steadfast and I'm sticking by my guns on this, Shannon, I believe that Dak and an agent you know, Todd France, his new agent, are asking for outlandish, outrageous, out-of-bounds money, and I believe they were asking for it from the start a year and a half ago. And Jerry was blindsided by the demands that did not dissipate. There has been no melting of resolve on their side. I believe that they're just as dug in now as they were a year and a half ago. We want this. I believe they are asking for salaries up in the 40s. I don't know exactly what they are, 4 years versus 5, but I think they're out of bounds in Jerry's mind, which is why they have attempted to place the franchise tag on him. That's $31.4 million. If it went to next year, it would go up to about $37 million. So the average of 31.4 and 37-ish, it would fall right along where they've offered him in the first 2 years that's on the table right now. So that wouldn't bother Jerry. But Shannon, all we need to know is what you have told me from the start, and I've told you in my history covering this sport, there's nothing good that ever comes from franchise tags. They hurt both sides. It's a public indication that Jerry Jones is not sold. He's saying, I got to hedge my bet here. I'll give you one more year at $31 million, and we'll kind of see what happens. And if you're great and we win the Super Bowl, then maybe I'll give you 40-odd million a year. But he's not quite sold. So he's saying, hey, we got to resort to the tag. The tag is no good. It's a dead-end street for both. We saw what happened to Kirk Cousins. The Redskins never bought into Kirk Cousins, and they paid him a ton of money, and they got nothing to show for it, and he still hit the free agent market and made a killing in Minnesota. And maybe he'll turn out. I still don't love him. He played better than I thought last year. I still think Minnesota, sorry, Jenny, will end up being frustrated and disappointed in the end with Kirk Cousins. That's just me, but I hate the tag and I hate where this negotiation is heading.
Skip, the thing was that when Mike Florio was talking about making him an offer he couldn't refuse, Skip, you have to understand now, if you do this at the beginning of 2019, Dak is going into his last year. When they signed Jared Goff and Carson Wentz, they had fifth-year options still on the table. So you really got to blow Dak away because he's saying they're doing this and they still got another year. You're extending me, but I don't have another year for you to add on. So you're really going to have to blow me away, Skip. You got, okay, Jared Goff got $110 million. Skip, he had that fifth-year option still in play. So Dak says you're going to have to leapfrog that in order for me to even consider this. And that's what Mike Florio is talking about, Skip. You got to blow me away. You're not blowing me away, says I'll give you something around Jared Goff. But Jared Goff still has another year left. Even if they don't do anything in year 4 at the beginning of year 4, they still get, just like Amari. Skip, remember? Amari says, I'm cool. I ain't got to do anything. I still got $14.5 million in my fifth-year option. Well, Dak says, there is no option on me. If you want me to sign this deal, blow me away. Make me an offer I can't refuse. Skip, they say the home that Oprah got in Montecito, the home wasn't for sale. She liked the home. The people, and Oprah's like, I would really like to buy this house. It's like, it's not for sale. Or Oprah slid him a check, we'll be out here first thing tomorrow morning. Skip, that's what Jerry Jones was going to have to do to Dak. You want him to do a deal, you're going to have to make him an offer he can't refuse. And what Dak is in his, Todd Francis saying, oh, we can refuse this. Because we got no fifth year. Because Wentz and Goff had a fifth year. We have none. So give us 10%. Give us 15% over the guaranteed money that you gave Jerry Goff, and we'll think about it. But right now, y'all bull-jobbing, Jerry, and then you put the franchise tag. Basically, you saying we still dating. You ain't even trying to make no commitment. You ain't trying to put no ring on it. We still dating. You ain't even really gave me a key. As a matter of fact, you ain't even really acknowledged me in public. You had to acknowledge me. You say you got a girl, you got a thing, but well, nobody really know because you ain't made it publicly yet. Put it on there, Jenny. You know what I'm talking about, Jenny Tab. You know what I'm talking about. That's how you held Matt to the feet, to the fire. Give me that ring, 10 carats, or I'll walk it. Matt said, okay, Jenny.
And Shannon, now Jerry Jones has the option to two-time Dak because he signed Andy Dalton for next to nothing. He's got a 1A. He's got a starter of a backup quarterback. And I believe this has reinforced Jerry's resolve to hold that bottom line against Todd France. Again, if they're asking for as much as I think they are, I think Jerry's saying that won't work. You're going to wreck our salary cap over the next 4 or 5 years, and we will not be able to surround you with the requisite talent to go win multiple Super Bowls. We're going to start losing too many players because we're overpaying a quarterback that I believe they view, just like I do, that he's very good, but he's not quite Patrick Mahomes or Lamar or Deshaun. He's not quite there. Maybe he'll get there, but Jerry's saying, I got to hedge my bets right now because I can't pay him more than Mahomes will even ask for. That's out of bounds. And I'm so disappointed because I thought Dak was enough of a team leader, team player that he would be grateful for the position that he fell into as the quarterback of America's team, fell into it out of the 4th round of the draft. And he has been, given where he came from, he has been great. He is the face of the franchise. He's the heartbeat of the franchise. But in the end, I hoped that his character would shine through and he'd say, you know what? 36 million, 110-ish guaranteed with a dozen national TV deals that I already have that I'm benefiting from. I benefited from the last 2 years because I'm the quarterback of America's team. That's good enough for me. Now, let's go win Super Bowls. That's what I thought I would get from Dak. I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing I'm in it for me, not we, me.
Yeah.
And it hurts me.
Yeah.
Now I'm losing my resolve to defend Dak. Yeah, well, I am.
No, Skip, don't do that because here's the thing: is that he's looking at it like Jerry Goff got $30 million, his first contract guaranteed. Wentz got about 28. Dak says I made $4 million. So there's a $26 million makeup that I need to get. Skip, there have been a lot of guys that fall into ideal situations, but if they can't play, they move on. Dak fell into a situation. He outperformed the contract. He wants compensation.